Page 95. The warrior of the light views life with tenderness and determination. He stands before a mystery, whose solution he will one day find. Every so often he says to himself, "This life is absolutely insane." And he is right. In surrendering to the miracle of the everyday, he notices that he cannot always foresee the consequences of his actions. Sometimes he acts without even knowing what he is doing so, why he is doing so. He saves someone without even knowing he is saving them. He suffers without even knowing why he is sad. Yes, life is insane, but the great wisdom of the warrior lies in choosing his insanity wisely. Page 96. The warrior of the light studies the two columns on either side of the door he is trying to open. One is called fear, and the other is called desire. The warrior looks at the column of fear, and on it is written, "You are entering a dangerous, unfamiliar world, where everything you have learned up until now will prove useless." The warrior looks at the column of desire, and on it is written, "You are about to leave a familiar world wherein are stored all the things you ever wanted and for which you struggled long and hard." The warrior smiles, because nothing frightens him and nothing holds him. With the confidence of one who knows what he wants, he opens the door. Page 97. A warrior of the light practices a powerful exercise for inner growth. He pays attention to the things he does automatically, such as breathing, blinking, or noticing the things around him. He does this when he feels confused, and in this way he frees himself from tensions and allows his intuition to work more freely without interference from his fears and desires. Certain problems that appeared to be insolvable are resolved. Certain sorrows from which he thought he would never recover vanish naturally. He uses this technique whenever he is faced with a difficult situation. Page 98. The warrior of the light hears comments like, "There are certain things I'd rather not talk about because people are so envious." When he hears this, the warrior laughs. Envy cannot harm you if you do not let it. Envy is part of life and everyone should learn to deal with it. However, he rarely discusses his plans, and sometimes people believe this is because he is afraid of envy. But he knows that whenever he talks about a dream, he uses a little bit of energy from that dream in order to do so. And by talking, he runs the risk of spending all the energy he needs to put the dream into action. A warrior of the light knows the power of words. Page 99. The warrior of the light knows the value of persistence and of courage. Often, during combat, he receives blows that he was not expecting, and he realizes that during war, his enemy is bound to win some of the battles. When this happens, he weeps bitter tears and rests in order to recover his energy a little, but he immediately resumes his battle for his dreams. The longer he remains away, the more likely he is to feel weak, fearful, and intimidated. When a horseman falls off his horse, if he does not remount immediately, he will never have the courage to do so again. Page 100. A warrior knows when a battle is worth fighting. He bases his decisions on inspiration and faith. He nevertheless meets people who ask him to fight battles that are not his own, on battlefields that he does not know, or which do not interest him. They want to involve the warrior of the light in contests that are important to them, but not to him. Often these are people close to the warrior of the light, people who love him and trust in his strength and who want to ease their anxieties in some way. At such moments he smiles and makes it clear to them that he loves them, but he does not take up the challenge. A true warrior of the light always chooses his own battlefields. Page 101. The warrior of the light knows how to lose. He does not treat defeat as if it were a matter of indifference to him, saying things like, "Oh, it doesn't matter," or, "To be honest, I didn't really want it that much." He accepts defeat as defeat and does not try to make a victory out of it. Painful wounds, the indifference of friends, the loneliness of losing, all leave a bitter taste. But at these times he says to himself, I fought for something and did not succeed. I lost the first battle. These words give him renewed strength. He knows that no one wins all the time, and he knows how to distinguish his successes from his failures. Page 102. When somebody wants something, the whole universe conspires in their favor. The warrior of the light knows this. For this reason, he takes great care with his thoughts. Hidden beneath the whole series of good intentions lie feelings that no one dare confess to himself. Vengeance, self-destruction, guilt, fear of winning, macabre joy at other people's tragedies. The universe does not judge. It conspires in favor of what we want. That is why the warrior has the courage to look into the dark places of his soul in order to ensure that he is not asking for the wrong things. He is always very careful about what he thinks. Page 103. Jesus said, "Let your yea be yea, and your nay, nay." When the warrior takes on a commitment, he keeps his word. Those who make promises they do not keep lose their self-respect and feel ashamed for their actions. These people spend their lives in constant flight. They expend far more energy in coming up with a series of excuses to take back what they said than the warrior of light does in honoring his commitments. Sometimes he too takes up a foolish commitment which will in some way harm him. He does not repeat this mistake, but he nevertheless keeps his word and pays the price for his own impulsiveness. Page 104. When he wins a battle, the warrior celebrates. This victory has cost him anxious moments, nights racked with doubt, endless days of waiting. Since ancient times, celebrating a victory, a triumph, has been part of the ritual of life itself. Celebration itself is a rite of passage. His companions see the warrior of light's joy and think, why is he doing that? He might be disappointed in his next battle. He might draw down on himself the wrath of his enemy. But the warrior knows why he is celebrating. He is savoring the best gift that victory can bring: confidence. He celebrates yesterday's victory in order to gain more strength for tomorrow's battle.